felt that we had this authority because Prabhupada was absolutely cracking the whip. He was cracking the whip in the most loving, wonderful way. That we were, it was impossible to say no to Prabhupada. Because he was literally like the king and the general. The book distributors especially, we saw him in that generalship, kingly way, probably more so than maybe others, because that was the relationship that we had. And in Chicago, there were so many different situations where we got arrested in Chicago, we got arrested in Denver, we got arrested in Hawaii, both on book distribution and Harinam. In New York, we used to get chased constantly by the cops in LaGuardia Airport, till finally we kind of struck a deal with them. They gave us an area to work. And I used to bring the cop, every Friday, I used to bring him a cheesecake. And when I failed to bring him a cheesecake, he would come out and look for me. And he would get upset. He would say, "Hey, where's my cheesecake?" And I know, because I met devotees from, when I went to Mayapur in 75 and 76, I met devotees, men, brahmacharis from Australia, from England, from Germany, from Sweden, and from other places, but, France. And they were all cut out of the same wood. And they all had stories of, you know, how hard they were pushing to distribute those books. Truthfully, we were pushing much more than we pushed since. And we didn't care. And a lot of devotees will look back now and say, that was wrong to do, or that really yielded the wrong result, or didn't make any friends, or whatever, right? But the fact of the matter is, if you look at this country today, we need to start pushing again. We need to start making waves, getting some feedback. The way Bud and I pass out books at Rockefeller, that's one thing. We're gifting people the books, and there's not going to be anything negative. But imagine if we had 1,000 men in America again, ready to be brahmachari for 5 years, and ready to go into every possible situation and distribute Bhagavad Gita. And we have 40 years of experience now translating for people this message that Prabhupada gave us, which is simultaneously beautiful, all-knowing, thrilling, attractive, and problematic, or problem-solving. It's everything, right? And we have much more knowledge of this now than we had then. But the thing was, at that particular time, Srila Prabhupada was, he made it clear. When he came to Chicago, and the reporter walked up to the window and stuck the microphone in his face and said, "Swamiji, why have you come to Chicago?" Without skipping a beat, Prabhupada picked up the Time magazine. On the cover it said, "Crime, Why, and What to Do." And Prabhupada picked up the magazine and said, "Why? Because you have a very big problem here in Chicago. Too much crime. Here it says crime, why, and what to do. I have come to show you why and what to do." And all the devotees who were around the car, they just like, if his Prabhupada was, Prabhupada was not like any other guru, sadhu, all the people that are out there today talking about Prabhupada it was like he was showing up with guns blazing. Guns blazing. He put everybody on the hot seat, and we loved it. You know? He was like Muhammad Ali. For the next 20 years, I'll whip any man from any country, any time, any place. That's what Prabhupada was like. He was like, I'm from Goloka. I'm not from here. I'll take you all on, one at a time or all together at the same time. Let's go, you know. And all the devotees had that same, we got that from Prabhupada.